How much of your body are you willing to let the government control? First, I'll talk about the need for reform in regards for how much of your body are you willing to let the government control? First, I'll talk about the need for reform in regards to, okay. How much of your body are you willing to let the government control? First, I'll talk about the need for reform in regards to abortion regulation. Secondly, I'll talk about the policies that should be enacted. And thirdly, what needs to happen for us to get there. One of the first issues you run into when restricting abortion regulation, when restricting, no, it's restrictive. How much of your body are you willing to let the government control? First, I'll talk about the need for reform in regards to abortion regulation. Secondly, I'll talk about the policies that should be enacted. And thirdly, I'll talk about what needs to happen for us to get there. One of the first issues you run into when enacting restrictive abortion regulations is the woman's loss of autonomy. You strip away a very important and pivotal decision both in her health and her future. Another issue you run into are health risks. The World Health Organization cited that in areas with restrictive abortion regulation, they see sharp spikes in illegal and unsafe abortion operations. Dahl also emphasized that in regions with restrictive abortion regulations, you also see a spike in maternal mortality rates. Another big issue when talking about restrictive abortion regulations is fetal viability. There's no fetal viability before 24 weeks, so the woman's rights take precedence over the fetus. Scientists have also proved that at 24 weeks, the pain receptors of the fetus start to develop. So before 24 weeks, there's no pain receptors in that fetus, which has been used as an argument on some pro-restrictive abortion regulation laws in favor of a 15-week ban. Now that I've talked about the need for reform in regards to abortion regulation, I want to secondly talk about the policies that should be enacted. One of the first policy suggestions is protecting abortion rights, or protecting abortion as a right until 24 weeks federally. What that'll do is allow for any reasoning before 24 weeks, and then past 24 weeks, it would be restricted to to medical exceptions only. That gives the woman her autonomy and also protects the point in which the fetus shows viability. Some evidence for that solution is one big one is health and safety. In countries with pro-abortion regulations up to 24 weeks, they show improved maternal mortality rates and fewer unsafe abortions. The American Public Health Associations argued that protecting abortion access up to 24 weeks significantly reduces the number of unsafe and illegal abortions that happen. And it also ensures that women have adequate time to make informed decisions about what they would like to do. After 24 weeks, medical exceptions and some rape and incest exceptions are also permitted. Now that I've talked about the policy suggestions, I want to now finally get into what needs to happen for us to get there. On the first step of getting there, legislators need to push for pro-abortion regulations and putting it back to the federal government, so you can have a widespread mandate of a 24-week cutoff. As for the people, we need to speak out and protect women's reproductive rights and autonomy in their bodies. And that goes beyond abortion. That goes to different things that threaten that autonomy and reproductive rights should be spoken out against as well to promote a landslide effect. In conclusion, a statewide decision that restricts abortion regulations and strips away the rights and autonomy of women isn't the solution for the moral argument to be had on abortion. Instead, we should be pushing it to 24 weeks and giving women ample time to decide whether they want to keep or abort that fetus. And then we protect that child past 24 weeks. Thank you for listening.